the whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over my team builders prediction for every single team. Now, a couple of things I have to go over before we actually get into the video are how exactly these team builders will be picked by EA, and some very important stuff because I can already see the comments right now. Where's this guy? Where's that guy? Well, if you're a player, if you think of them and you're like, this guy is good enough to get an 80 overall base elite, he's not going to get a team builder. And the reason I say that is because for the first team builder, guys, and we already know this because they did showcase some of the team builders. They showed off the Cowboys, and we know that for the Cowboys, it's Jalen Smith and CeeDee Lamb. So I have got two predictions for every single team. This list took me a very long time to put together, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, there's no chance it is 100% correct because I only did skill predictions or skill position predictions for offense. So I did not do offensive lineman predictions because that's boring. You guys don't want to see that. Also, it would make this list take me about 10 hours to put together. It would have taken forever to go through and try to be specific with it. So for every single team, I either predicted a QB, running back, tight end, or wide receiver for offense. I did not do offensive linemen, and I know 100% this is not going to be perfectly correct because obviously I didn't really care to try to even it out in terms of, oh, there's only going to be this many wide receivers, this many running backs. I didn't care. So I know this isn't going to be 100% correct. You guys can let me know down below, though, what you guys think your team will get. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Jaden for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to be shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn notification bell on, and comment down below, Noti Gang. But as I said earlier, if you think your player is good enough to get an 80 overall, 81 overall, 82 overall, and they do, they're not going to get a team builder because these team builders are only 84 overalls, guys. So I believe that every single team builder, at least from taking a look at the list of players we already know, those players only have gold cards. So with us not having the full MUT database, that made this video so much harder for me because I not only had to predict what players I think were worthy of getting a team builder at the beginning of the game, but also I had to basically predict players that are good enough to get a mid-70s overall, but not good enough to get an 80 overall. So I know for a fact this list is not going to be 100% correct, but it is what it is. It's fun. You know, I just wanted to do this video for you guys. You let me know down below what you guys think your team will get. And as I said, we already have some players that were revealed, so I'm going to go over those you guys right now. So starting off, we have got Anthony Barr for the Vikings. Again, a good player. Not going to have a base elite. Anthony Barr right there. We have Chase Claypool for the Steelers. Again, great player. Not going to have a base elite. Jalen Smith for my Cowboys. Not going to have a base elite there. Justin Herbert for the Chargers. Landon Collins for the Washington football team. Portland Sutton for the Broncos. CeeDee Lamb for the Cowboys. And this is how we actually knew there were two for every team because obviously CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Smith, both in the Cowboys there. Sterling Shepard for the Giants. David Njoku for the Browns. Deebo Samuel for the 49ers. And also Deshaun Jackson for the Rams. And then also today they did show off this base gold L'Jarius Sneed and then showed off as well his 84 overall team builder card. Given though, I am going to spoil the list a little bit here. I do have some players that they revealed as like budget picks for golds and they didn't show a team builder, but I think it just makes sense for them to get one. So those are all of the players that we know about. Now let me go ahead and just get right into the list. I'm going to run down this. I'm not going to flash pictures of every single card, whatever, but I'm just going to run down the list and give you guys my predictions. As I said, offensively, I did not do offensive linemen. That would have been boring and taken 25 hours to do this video, so definitely not doing that. For the Cardinals, though, I have Christian Kirk for the wide receiver. I don't think that he is going to have a base elite. And then I went with Byron Murphy defensively. Also, I really hope that, of course, I did go back and take a look at every single team's stats, right, for that year. And that's kind of how I went through my list. Also, there were some players that maybe were injured, didn't do the best, whatever. Hopefully, I didn't mess up and have a player on here that is no longer on the team. They got cut, whatever. And I'm going to let you know right now, the Jets were so hard to do. But next up, we have the Falcons. I'm going with Hayden Hurst and AJ Terrell. As for the Ravens, I'm actually going with two second-year players. I'm going with J.K. Dobbins and Patrick Queen. Queen, I think, is going to get 79. I don't know if he's going to get a base elite or not. He had a really good year, but I'm not sure if they're going to give him a base elite there. Bills, I'm going with Ed Oliver and also Devin Singletary. As for the Panthers, I'm actually going to go with Sam Darnold. The Panthers were a very hard team. I think they very well could be an offensive lineman team. If you take a look at all the players available, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, I think they're going to get base elites. Obviously not Christian McCaffrey. He's not going to get one. So I think it's going to be Darnold, although he just got traded there. And then Jeremy Chin, which they just showed 79 overall Jeremy Chin today. So they didn't show a team builder after it, but I think he could potentially get the 84 overall. As for the Bears, I'm going with Darnell Mooney and Jalen Johnson. The Bengals, I'm going to go with Joe Burrow on offense. I don't think he's going to get a base elite. And then I'm going to go with Sam Hubbard for the defense. Browns, we already know about David Njoku, but I'm going with Olivier Vernon for the defense. As for my Cowboys, we already know CD and Jalen Smith there. Broncos, we already know about Cortland Sutton, but I'm going with Shelby Harris for the defense. Offensively for the Lions, I'm actually going to go with Swift. And then defensively, I'm going to say Jamie Collins. And then on to the Packers, I'm going with Robert Tonyan and Rashawn Gary. Texans, kind of a hard team again. I'm going to go with David Johnson there and then Bradley Roby. As for the Colts, I asked over on Twitter what you guys think about your teams. Colts fans said Pittman. A lot of Pittman. So I am going to go with Pittman there. And then also Kenny Moore on defense. As for the Jags, I'm going with Laviska Shenault and then CJ Henderson. Chiefs, we already know about Snead. But offensively, I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire kind of just fits in perfectly there. Raiders, I'm going with Hunter Renfrow and Max Crosby. Chargers, we don't know about Herbert. But defensively, I'm going with Kenneth Murray. And Rams, we already know about Deshaun Jackson. I'm going with Leonard Floyd on defense. Again, another player they actually already revealed his base gold card. And you guys see 79 overall, so I think maybe he's going to get a team builder. They just didn't show the team builder card. As for the Dolphins, I'm going to go with Myles Gaskin, and I also saw a lot of people over on Twitter saying this, Andrew Van Ginkel for defense, so I'm going to go with him and Myles Gaskins. Vikings, we already know about Anthony Barr. I'm going to say Irv Smith. Offensively, for the Patriots, I'm going with Myers and also Kyle Duggar. I actually would really like to see Kyle Duggar get that because that card would be an amazing user card. Saints, I'm going with Jameis Winston and CJ Gardner-Johnson. Giants, we already know about Shepard, but defensively, I'm going with Logan Ryan. As for the Jets, I am going with Denzel Mims. I've seen a lot about him in training camp there. But defensively, guys, if you look through their defense and you just take a look at anybody who did literally anything, aside from Marcus May, who I think is too good and I think he's going to get a base elite, every other player on that team who had a lot of tackles, sacks, whatever, they're no longer on the team. So defensively, I'm going with John Franklin Myers. I can't go with Quentin Williams because you guys see he has an 82 overall right here. So yeah, John Franklin Myers. Eagles, I'm going with Miles Sanders and Rodney McLeod. Steelers, we already know we have Chase Claypool. And then defensively, I'm going to go with Terrell Edmonds. 49ers, we already know about Deebo Samuel. I'm going to go with Jason Verrett for defense. As for the Seahawks, I'm saying Chris Carson and Quandre Diggs. I'm a little bit worried that they both could get base elites there, but they're kind of like on the edge of it, so I'm going to say both of them. As for the Bucks, I'm going to say Antoine Winfield and Ronald Jones. Titans, again, offensively, very hard picks. I mean, A.J. Brown, obviously, he's going to have a base elite. You'd expect him to. I believe he already got revealed as a base elite, if I remember correctly there. Maybe he didn't, but he's going to have a base elite, I'd assume. As for the wide receivers, like Adam Humphrey, he's not there. Obviously, not Derrick Henry, not Ryan Tannehill. So I'm going with Anthony Fisher, I believe his name. Maybe it's Fishker for the tight end there on the Titans. So Anthony Fishker, I believe it is. And then for defense, I'm going with Jarvis Landry. And finally, for the Washington football team, we already know about Landon Collins, and I'm going to say Logan Thomas. I think he actually had a really good season, but I think he's going to get like a 78 or 79. So those are my predictions for all of the team builders. That list took me a very, very long time to get around. And as I said, I am not doing offensive line predictions. That would be boring. And every single player on that list, I believe, should not get a base elite, but could get the team builder. You guys let me know down below what players did I mess up on that you think will be someone completely different. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like in the video, and of course hit that sub button down below. I'll see you guys next time.